The IT rules are aimed at essentially creating an open, keeping the internet open, keep making the internet trusted and safe. To one social media intermediary representative, I said, look, as a minister in METI and as part of the team at METI, we have a lot of many different things to do for the country, for the digital economy. And managing or regulating or responding to social intermediaries is not really supposed to be high on the priority of things. The IT rules are aimed at essentially creating an open, keeping the internet open, keep making the internet trusted and safe, and ensuring that the intermediaries on the internet are accountable to the users. There is really very little about the government in the entire construct. It is, as you would accept and you would agree, that it is the remit or the responsibility of the government, in this particular case, METI, to ensure that users' grievances and user issues are addressed, whether it's consumer forum in the normal consumer sense or in the internet sense. It is about having a grievance officer and a compliance officer. So I think it is a question of understanding our role and our expectations of the IT rules, and that has been made very clear to all intermediaries, the big and the small, that we have no intention to intervene in how they function and what they function, as long as they respect the users that are on their platforms and they comply with the laws as they have been laid down. To one social media intermediary representative, I said, look, as a minister in METI and as part of the team at METI, we have a lot of many different things to do for the country, for the digital economy. And managing or regulating or responding to social intermediaries is not really supposed to be high on the priority of things, given all of the other heavy lifting that the ministry wants to do and has to do. So I think it's simply about laying out our expectations, our role, and people understanding it. And I have also promised very clearly that wherever there are ambiguities and wherever there are, let's say, gray areas or interpretation issues, the ministry will time to time introduce FAQs, introduce FAQs. I was a vice chairman of NDA, Liz, when I was part of the NDA, and I was an independent member of parliament, and this was in the year 2016. Much water has flown under the bridge. I was involved in the 2016 election. I am a BJP Karyakarta. I'm a Keralite, I'm a Malayali. And so I am heavily invested in success of BJP in Kerala, and that make no mistake about that. What has happened, why it has happened, it's something that I have not studied in deep. But I do believe that in Kerala, the choices that the people of Kerala have is a very left Marxist government and a Congress left that is competing with the left for how left they are. So I think the space is open for development, center-right narrative of economic prosperity and development and entrepreneurship. And it is something that I want to work for in Kerala. And I think the BJP in Kerala has tremendous opportunity. Situation in Kerala that came out of the last elections, it is clear that Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, who the chief minister there, built this reasonably sophisticated narrative about how great a job he had done during COVID. And facts thereafter proved him totally wrong, but he managed to build that narrative. He kept that narrative intact till the elections.